Oh hey, welcome to Negative 3 News. Our top story today is there is a mutant strand of the flu infecting Stonies and possibly Aidans, but thankfully, the Tylers are unaffected. And now, who puts ants in a coffee cup? I've never heard of this. In other news, there's been a recent rock pile delivery to the studio, but for some reason, a wild Stony has been seen there protesting of something. You know, nobody knows what a Stony protests. But anyways, we have one of our cameramen live with Special Ops Stony Control.
Let's go see that.
Let's go see that right now.
Let's go see that. I want to see it.
What is it Stony doing?
I don't know.
Look.
Oh my God. What is happening?
I don't know. It's confusing. Very confusing.
Huh. What do you recommend, sir?
So you take a plan of action.
What should we
Shoot
do?
him down.
You want the sniper?
Yeah, give it to me.
Here's the sniper, sir.
Take this.
Okay.
Time to take now, Stony. He's still. Missed.
It's still alive.
Yeah, see, we're too far for this. So.
You know what, sir? I got this.
Sure about that?
Take the binoculars. Tell my family I love them.
You've done a great service.
I have. I'm ready. Die!
Nice. And now we have a interview with this hero that you had just seen just a minute ago in the video. Rambo Aidan, as he's now been called recently. We have an interview with him right now. Now let's take us to that. So, Rambo Aidan, how are you today?
Pretty good.
And so how do you feel with the economy and our society today?
I feel like the Council of Tylers has really brought us out of a dark path. The road we were going down in 1987 is not one that I would want to see us on today.
I see. And so how do you feel about the Council of Tylers?
I feel like they're the reason we're still a surviving species to this day. The human race would be completely extinct if it wasn't for the evasive actions taken by the Council of Tylers to prevent racial uprising amongst certain people groups.
And so how do you feel about the wages of Stonies and how they are treated today?
I feel like they get what they deserve. They hardly do anything.
Yes.
Tell me a secret.
They get to think that they have a part, don't they? That's all that matters, right?
Yes.
Oh my God.
And so how do you feel about your partner, Fernando?
Fernando's a great guy.
I see.
Fernando really pulls his weight. Does more than most agents I've seen.
That sneeze.
And so how do you feel about your last agent, Samson?
Agent Sampson was low, scummy, horrible person. He tried to sabotage multiple missions and create and stir up another racial uprising like the Stony uprising of 1987.
So do you fear that the council, with everything you've said, are you fearful of them?
Why would I fear the council? The council is our protectors.
I see. Well, I guess that will be all. Oh. Well, our next top story that we have today is International Fried Chicken Week, a holiday for Stonies, basically. But the virus that we have announced earlier has been upgraded by the CDC to another threat level higher than it normally is. And it is to be advised with Aidan's, it makes them almost a Stony-like intel, and with Stonies almost not breathing.
Stand by for a special broadcast. We have received parsed information packets from the censorship authorities at the Council of Tylers. A local news channel has stumbled upon classified documents of extreme value. The following interview reveals enough classified information for our next phase of the operation to commence. All underground agents, please record this for posterity and delete it when you are finished memorizing it. Signing off, G.
So, Rambo Aidan, how are you today?
I reckon I'm alright.
So, how do you think everything is going
No, get back here.
today with the economy and such?
It was about the same difficulty for me as usual. All these radical extremist Stonies, they cause problems, but really it's mostly malicious mischief that we have to deal with.
I see.
Really a waste of man-hours, if you ask me, but the Council of Tylers thinks different.
How do you feel about the Council of Tylers?
Feel like they would get a lot more done if they realized the true scope of what's happening.
I see. Now, are you afraid of the Council of Tylers doing anything to you since you have said that?
I don't fear the Council of Tylers. The Council of Tylers has kept me on this long because they fear me.
I see. So how do you feel about the infamous G, aka green screen?
Gee, Council of Tylers wants me to say that it's a despicable human being, but I don't really see that much wrong with him. His
How do you
methods
find-
are a little extreme, but his arguments are valid.
What are some of the arguments that you agree upon?
I feel like the Stonies are definitely cheated out of a lot of their rights, which they technically won in the Great Race Wars of 1987.
Yes, as the Grand Aidan has decreed.
Grand Aidan was with the Tylers when this decision was made. I don't know why he didn't fight for equal rights like he should have, but didn't agree with some of the stuff that happened there.
Are you along with some of the radical Stonies who say that the Grand Stony was suppressed during this conference among the Grands?
None of the Stonies were too bright. The Grand Stony didn't really have to be suppressed during this.
I see.
They say he was distracted, but isn't that natural for a Stony?
Oh, I see. So what do you think about the wages of Stonies?
You're my favorite.
They don't do anything, they don't get paid for anything. That's what really most of the public opinion is. But the truth is, all the menial labor in the world is put upon them, and they get nothing in return. They are allowed to survive for a few short years before their life cycle ends because of malnutrition and neglect.
I see. And how do you feel about the SSPP and their methods?
The special thing about them is that they have the blessing of the Council of Tylers.
I see.
And I really think that that's the only reason that disgusting organization is still open.
And what do you have to say about the other species there, and which control it?
Horrible half-breeds. They say that they've injected Aidan DNA into Tyler host to increase their capabilities, but it's just wrong
I see.
what they've done.
And what do you have to say? Obviously, this isn't going to be out to the public. Most likely, it will be restricted by the Council of Tylers. But how do you feel about what they are doing with the suppression of different things like this?
The SSPP, whenever I find a paper on my desk and my work details and such, and I see on there that the SSPP will be acquiring the suspect from me after I capture it.
And how dangerous have those...
Those are the more disturbing cases because I never hear anything about them again.
So is it true, the myths about them being taken off to special facilities and being
I'm sure
tested
it
on?
is. Whenever I captured one that was in that detail, a military helicopter would come down and get it from me. I was not allowed to even look in which direction the helicopter would fly off to.
I see. And so, do you think that you're getting enough credit for what you've been doing? You think...
I've done a lot, and I don't really care if they credit me or not.
Yes. So, with what we've said today, and everything that may otherwise then be said,
What are you trying to say here?
it's hard to see that, such as how everything has been going, that the Council of Tylers will simply keep an Aidan that has become self-aware of everything that has been going on, and knows of everything like this.
Where did you hear about AS-42?
It was in some of the files that I've received for the report.
Those files are restricted information. You could be killed for knowing about that. The less we say about this, the better. Cut your recording equipment off and burn the film from the last 3 minutes. I want to start over.
Favorite.